My name is Sunday Bada. I am here again to teach you guys how to solve JAMB past question mathematics for year 2024. We are going to solve this question from the question 21 to question 30. Let's begin. Find the parameter of triangle which vertex pass through 3, 2, 4, 5, 6, 2 in short form. Now, before we begin, let's draw the triangle the question is talking about. Let's call this point 3, 2, and let's call this point 4, 5, and call this point 6 and 2. And we can assume that this space is P and this space is Q and this space is R. What formula? The question says find the parameter. What is the parameter? Parameter is the total distance that surround the three sides of the triangle. This side, this side, this side. That is the parameter the question is asking us to solve. Now, to solve the distance, the question, the formula we are going to use to find the distance between 2 points, we are going to use Pythagoras theorem formula. Let's say the distance between this P and Q. We are going to use this formula S2 minus x1 raised power 2 plus y2 minus y1 raised power 2. This formula we are going to use. What is the point P? Point P is 3 and 2. What is point Q? Point Q is 4 and 5. Let's label it. This is S1. This is S2. This is Y1. This is Y2. Now, let's apply it to that formula that we have here. PQ equals to, what is our S2? Our S2 is what? 4 minus, what is our S1? 3 raised power 2 plus, what is our Y2? 5. What is our Y1? 2 raised power 2. PQ equals to 4 minus 3, 1 raised power 2 plus 5 minus 2, 3 raised power 2. 1 times 1 is 1 plus 3 times 3 is 9. Yes, our PQ equals to square root of 1 plus 9. Therefore, our PQ is going to give us square root of 10. It means that this space is what? Square root of 10. Now, let's look for the distance between Q and R. Q and R. What Q and R? 4 and 5. And R 6 and 2. This space will be x1 and this space will be what? S2. This space will be y1 and this space will be what? Y2. Now let's apply it to that formula, which is QR. What is our S2? 6. What is our S1? 4 plus raised power 2. What is our Y2? Our Y2 is 2. What is our Y1? 5 power 2. Our QR is equal to 6 minus 4, that's 2. 2 raised power 2 plus, this one will give us minus 3. 2 minus 5 is minus 3 raised power 2. Let's go to the next page. I don't want to clean this space up. Let's go to the next page. Continue from there. Yes, we have this question. Therefore, QR equals to 2 times 2, 2 raised power 2, it means 2 times 2, 4. 3 times 3, it means that minus times minus equals to plus. So therefore, we don't need the minus again. 3 times 3 is going to give us 9. QR equals to square root of 13 Therefore, we have square root of 13 for this one. The last one, square root of 13, let me go to the preview. Square root of 13 for this space. Now, remain one, the last one, which is PR. PR. Let me write out the P, 3 and 2, R, 6 and 2, R, 6 and 2. Now, let me label it. This one is X1, this space is S2, this space is Y1, and this one is Y2. Therefore, let's apply the formula again. PR equals to square root of, what is our S2? Our S2 is 6 minus, what is our S1? 3 raised power 2 plus, what is our Y2? Our Y2 is 2 minus our Y1, another 2 again, raised power 2. PR equals to 6 minus 3 equal to 3. 2 minus 2 is going to give me 0. Anything raised power is 0, 2 is 0. That's nothing. That's PR. Therefore, 3 times 3, 9, plus is 0. Square root of 9 is what? Square root of 9 is 3. Therefore, my PR is what? 3. Now, let's add everything together here. My PR is 3. PR here is 3. What I have here, I have square root of 10 here, square root of 13 here, and 3 here. If you add it up, do you have square root of, we are going to add everything together. This is square root of 13, this is square root of 10, and this is 3. PR 3. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. The question said that we should look for the parameter. What is parameter? Parameter means the addition, the total of the side of the triangle, which is square root of 10, square root of 13, and 3. Our final answer is what? C. C. Now let's move to the next question. Find the 7 times of the sequence. What is the sequence? This one, to look for the first time, find the 7 times of the sequence, minus 10, 50, and minus 20, 250. Now, to look for that, this is the formula, the Tn time a n minus 1. This formula we are going to use. What is our a, which is the first time? A here is minus 10, which is first time, minus 10. What is our common ratio? Our common ratio should be 50 divided by 100. Going to give me 5. It's common ratio. Yes, this one, 50, the common ratio is 50 divided by minus 10. 10 here 1, 10 here 5. Going to give me what? Minus 5. Is the same thing as minus 250 divided by 50. It's still going to give me what? It's going to give me minus 5. Therefore, our common ratio is minus 5. Now we want to look for the 7 times. C 7 equals to, what is our first time? Minus 10. Multiply by, what is our common ratio? R. Our common ratio is minus 5. What is our n? Our n is the what? Is the 7th time we are trying to look for. 7 minus 1. 6, 7 equals to minus 10 multiply by this one, minus 5. Going to give me 6. Therefore, we are going to expand this minus 5. Minus 5 times minus 5 minus 5 times minus 5 minus 5 times minus 5. You are going to multiply in 6 times. Since this 6 is even number, it's not going to give me what? It's not going to give me negative again for my answer. 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 in 6 times. It's going to give me what? 15,625. My T7 is going to give me what? I have minus 10 here, multiplied by 15,625. Because this negative, I don't need it again because this one is even number. If it is odd number now, the negative will still come back because minor times minor is going to give me plus. Therefore, the next thing, minus 10 multiplied by this is going to give me what? T7. Going to give me minus 156,250. This is my final answer. Yes, do we have minus 156,250? Minus 156,250. No, this is not. C. Our final, the option C is the final answer. Minus because it has negative. Because of this minus 10 that we use to multiply it, that give us the minus. So our final answer is C. Final option, final answer. Let's move to the next question. The scores of students in a test are recorded as follow: 433, 212, 5783, and 5. Find the mode of the mark. What is the mode? Most appearance, the one that occur most. That is the mode. Out of this list sequence, what number appear most? The number that appear most is 3 because 3 appear in 3 times. 4 appears 1, 2 appear 2 times, 1 appear 1, 5 appear once, 5 appear 2 times, 7 appear once, 8 appear once. Therefore, the 3 is the one that appear most. That is the mode, the meaning of the mode, the number that appear most, which is B. Our final answer is B. Let's move to the next question. P, question 24. This point x4 and q point 108 are 2 points joined by a straight line in a plane. If the midpoint of the line is 9 and 6, find the value of x. Now, if you look at this, let me write out the question. X4 and these 2 points, 10 and 8. These are the 2 points. And if you want, so this is the midpoint. What is the midpoint here? The question is talking about. The question is talking about the midpoint here. The midpoint look like as in, let's say, me, the middle, something that's in between the middle, something in the middle. That's the midpoint, isn't it? Now, so look for the midpoint. This midpoint, let's say this space is, let me label it S1, and this space is S2. This space is Y1, and this space is Y2. So look for the midpoint, which is the middle. I can say, what is my, I can call this space x1 and this one y2. Let me just call it x. Let me just call it only x. Don't let me put s1, s2. No. Okay, the midpoint is, this one is x, this one is y. Now, to look for the midpoint, which is me, let me call it me like this. Therefore, I can say s2 plus x1 divided by 2 is the average, is the same thing as the midpoint, which give me the what for the mean. The mean is this midpoint is 9 for x, 9, isn't it? And it's the same thing as y, which is mean s2 plus y1, I mean y2 plus y1 divided by 2. It will give me what? The midpoint is what? For y is what? 6. Now, the question we are trying to solve here is under x, because the question said that we should look for the value of x. And under it here, this is the x. Therefore, we are going to apply the midpoint for this x, which is 9. I'm going to put it here, 9. What is my s2? My s2 is what? 10. What is my x? Yes, my x1 is x, isn't it? Divided by 2. Now, I can now substitute for this x because my midpoint for within the s2 plus x1 divided by 2, which is 9 here, this 9, which I put here, s plus s2 plus x1 divided by 2. Now, I will substitute for the x, cross multiply. Let me just bracket. 9 times 2 is going to give me 18. Let me write 10 plus x. 9 times 2 is going to give me what? 18. Collect light time. S is equal to 18. When 10 jump to the other side, it's going to change to minus 10. S is equal to 18 minus 10 is going to give me what? 8. Therefore, the value of this 8, the question is asking us, is what? 8. Where is our answer? Option C. C. Let's move to the next question. Find x. Let me write the question out. Find x if 16 raised power 2 plus x equals to 64 raised power x divided by 4. Now, 16 power 2 plus x divided by 4 equals to 64 raised power x. Now, we are going to turn this base 16 to 4 so that they will be in the same base. Say 16. 4 times 4 is 2. Therefore, I'm going to replace this 16 by 4 raised power 2. 4 raised power 2, that's 2. We have 2 plus x at the top of the 16 already before. And we have this one. This one is 1 already because there's nothing there. It means that there's 1 there, visible 1. What is 64? Now we turn this 64 to base 4 as well. What number can we multiply 4 that will give us 64? That's 3 times. We are going to multiply 4 by 3 times. 4 times 4, 16. 16 times 4 is going to give us 64. Therefore, 4 raised power 3x. Now we are going to do this one division. Anything division in the base, if you want to join it together, it's turned to minus. Let me first write this one out. Let me write this place. Therefore, 4, 2 times 2 is going to give me 4. 2 times x is going to give me plus 2x. Plus 2x divided by 4, 1 equals to 4 raised power 3x. Now I want to join this one together. I can join it together like this. 4 plus 2x. By the time it come up this division, it will do what? Division mean minus. Just say minus 1. So I've combined these two together, these two base to single one. And now I have 4 raised power 3x. I have these two left. Now the next thing I can do is that to cut out, let me write it out here. 4 minus 1 here is going to give me what? 3 plus 2x equals to 4 raised power 3x. Now I can now cut out this base. I will just write only raised power. 3 plus 2x equals to 3x. Collect light time. I'm going to collect light time. 3x. By the time plus 2x jumps to meet its elder brother, it will change to minus 2x. 3 is equal to 3x minus 2x is going to give me x. Our final answer is what? 3. They have 3 there. Yes, we have 3. A option. Yes, our final answer is what? 3. A, which is A, option A. Let's move to the next question. Given that P is the set of all prime number between 0 and 10, and Q is the set of odd numbers between 0 and 10 as well, find the union of elements in P that are not in Q and the elements in Q that are not in P. Now the first thing that we are going to do is between 0 and 10, isn't it? Now we have the P is the set of prime number. So start from the prime number P within 0 to 10. The prime number is the number that can only cut himself without any number that can cut it. The 2 can only cut himself without any number that can cut it. And what number again? 3. What follow again? 5 can only cut himself without no other number that can cut it. And the next number that cannot be divided by any other number except themselves, 7. 9. 3 can divide 9. So 9 is not part of the prime number. Therefore, we stop there. That's for the P, for the prime number. And for the odd number, that one is Q. Q. Now let's write out for the Q. Q is starts from 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Because the question says within 0 and 10, so we cannot proceed. You have to stop there. This is the P and Q. And the question is saying that find the union of elements in P that are not in Q. Therefore, elements in P not in Q. In Q not in P. What is in P? In P not in Q. What is here that is not here? We have two here that are not what? Not in Q. Two. Only two only. I think yes, that's only two only. And again in Q, not in P. What is in the Q that's not in the P? We have 1, what again? And 9. These are the elements that are not in the Q or in others. Now the question is asking us for the union. Their union, it means that they are combination. Therefore, we are going to find the union of the elements. Therefore, to find the union of the P and Q, we have to combine them. We have 2, we have 1, and we have 9. This is the answer. Do you have that? Yes. The question D, 1, 2, and 9, which is D. Let's move to the next question. In the diagram below, the T represent the construction of angle what? If you look at it from here, let's say this is angle, right angle. Let me just form this one. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4, this face should be 30 degree. Our answer is what? Is 30 degree. Option B. Let's move to the next question. Convert the number 10111.11 to a mixed number. It means that we need to convert this to base 10. How do we do that? First, write out the number 1001.11. Anything that starts from the dot decimal, it will start from -1, -2. But the other one that is not dot starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now in base what? In base 2. The first one that we need to write, let's start from here. 1 multiply by the base. You'll be using this one, multiply by the base, raise power what is on top of that one. 1 multiply by the base, raise power 4, plus 0 multiply by the base, raise power 3, which 3 under 0. The next one, 1 under these 2, 1 multiply by the base, raise power 2, plus 1 again multiply by the base 1, plus 1 multiply by the base raised power 0, plus 1 multiply by the base minus 1, plus 1 multiply by the base minus 2. Now let's add everything together. This one, 2 raised power 2 times 2, 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8, 8 times 2, 16. We are going to have 16 here. 2 raised power 4 plus 1 times 16 is the same thing as 16. 0 multiplied by 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8. Anything multiplied by 0 is going to give us 0. Don't need to bother about that one. 2 times 2, 4. 1 times 4, that is going to give us 4. This one, 1 times 2, going to give us 2. Anything raised power is 0 is what? 1. 1 times 1, 1. This one is going to give me 1 over 2 in order to remove the negative, which is this minus 1. Now the next one plus, we are going to write that one as well. 1 raised power 2 raised power 2 because of this negative sign that is there. So we are going to turn it inversely like that. Now let's add this one together. 16 plus 4 is going to give me 20, 22, 23. I have 23 here, isn't it? Plus 1 over 2 plus 1 over 4. Now let's look for the LCM of these 2 and 4. What is the XCM? Is 4. Yes, let's look for the LCM, and 2 and 4 is 4. How many 2 can we see in 2? 2. 2 times 1, 2. How many 4 can we see in 4? 1. 1 times 1, 1. To get 3 over 4. Therefore, 23 plus 3 over 4 is going to give me 23 whole number 3 over 4. My final answer is 23 whole number 3 over 4. B. B, option B. Let's move to the next question. Subtract 14,256 in base 7 from 20,045 in base 7. Now the way we are going to do this one said that we should subtract this one from this one. Therefore, this one will be at the top because we want to subtract this from this. Therefore, we write out the 20 because the 20 is the highest one. That's why I say subtract from 0, 0, 4, 5 in base what? Base 7, and 1, 4, 2, 5, 6 in base 7 as well. Subtract. Now say 5 minus 6, impossible. Therefore, we are going to borrow 1 here. The one that you borrow is the base. It represent the base. Therefore, this one will remain 3. That one that you borrow is 7, which is base. 7 plus 5 is going to give me 12. 12 minus 6 is going to give me. Now, the next question is 3 minus 5, impossible. Therefore, we are going to borrow 1 from here. Now, there's nothing we can borrow from here. There's nothing we can borrow from here. We start from where we have number. What we are going to borrow here is the base, which is 7. This one will remain 1. Therefore, the base that you borrow is 7. You add it to this 0, 7. Now, if you want to borrow 1 again to here, is the base. This one will remain 6. And what you borrow is what? Is 7, not 1. Now we borrow from here again, which is this one will remain 6. What you borrow is the base, which is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 minus 5 is going to give me 5. Now 6 minus 2 is going to give me what? 4. 6 minus 4 is going to give me 2. This one, 1 minus 1 is going to give me nothing, 0. Therefore, the final answer is 2,456 in base 7 is our final answer. Do you have that? Yes. In option B, 2,456. That's the answer B. Let's move to the next question, which is the last question in this video. The average age of the 4 female teachers in a class is 40. And the average age of 8 male teachers in a class is 25. Okay, what is the average age of the female? Let me just write it like this. It means that the total age, to convert it back, total age of the female in that class, since the average is what? The average age of 4 teachers in the class is what? Is 40. It means that for the 4 female in that class, their average age is what? 40. Therefore, the total age of the female in that class, since the age of each person is what? 40, and we have 4 teachers of the female. Therefore, 40 times 4 is going to give me what? 160 of the total age of the female in that class. And for the male total, how many number of male teacher we have there? We are told that we have 8. 8. And their average age is what? Is 25. Therefore, I'm going to say 25 multiplied by the 8 male of the teacher to know the total number of the teacher in that class. It's going to give me what? 200. 200. Yes, it give me what? 200. Now the total age of the people in that school, because the question say that calculate the average age of the teacher in that school. Therefore, without mentioning whether male or female, therefore we are going to add everything, the total age of the female and the total age of the male, which is going to give me what? 360 of the total age in that school, isn't it? Now the question now say that I should calculate the average age in that school. How many number of teacher in that school? We have 4 for female and we have what? 8 for male. The total teacher in that school is what? They are 12. 8 plus 4. We have 12 teachers, because the question did not ask whether female or male. Say that calculate the average age of the teacher regardless of their gender. Therefore, we are going to divide the total number of the teacher in that school divided by the total of their age. We are going to get 30 years. It means that for each teacher in that school, there are 30 years. But by the time you multiply this 30 again by the 12 teacher in that school, it's going to give us the total of 360 age of the teachers in that school. Our final answer is what? Is 30. Do you have 30 there? Yes. Option D. That's our final answer. This is our final question in this video. Thank you for listening. I remain Sunday Bada. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel for more video like this. Try to look out for the next video for the question 31 to question 40. Thank you. Bye bye.